Warning, this article contains major spoilers for Riverdale Season 2, Episode 15, There Will Be Blood.Last week. Betty Cooper, Lili Reinhart, Alfie Andrews, Killer Jules APA, Veronica Lodge, Camila Mendes, and Jughead Jones, Cole Sprouse, headed off for a weekend break at the aptly named Lodge. While there, Betty and Jughead discovered Hiram Lodge, Mark Consuelos, had bought the trailer park and newspaper. They were fuming with Veronica for keeping quiet. As it seemed, Hiram was slowly buying everything in Riverdale, but why? It was revealed this week that he planned to change Southside High into a prison and eventually make Riverdale crime-free. But that was arguably the smallest revelation in what was an incredibly scandalous episode. Earlier, Cheryl Blossom, Madeleine Petch, prepared to attend the public will reading of her dead father Cliff Barkley Hope. It was announced that half of his estate would go to anybody that could prove they had Blossom blood, while the other half would go to Cheryl and her twin Jason, Trevor Steins, though he was murdered at the start of Season 1. That means Betty, her sister Polly, Tierra Scovby, their dad Hal, Lachlan Monroe, and Sheik, Hart Denton, and of course Polly and Jason's twins Juniper and Dagwood, would be among those entitled to a share. But the first major shock of the episode came during Cheryl's speech at the reading. When Cliff entered the room, or so they thought. It turned out Cliff had an identical twin brother, Claudius, who had distanced himself from the family after a threat from Cliff. It was also during the meeting that Alice dealt Penelope Blossom, Natalie Bolt, the most savage burn ever, calling her a half-melted, 10-cent dollop. As the episode progressed, Cheryl learned that Claudius was working with her mum Penelope to get all of Cliff's money. Betty, Polly and Alice urged Sheik to get a blood test so he could prove he had Blossom blood and get his share, but he bluntly refused, saying needles triggered him. Betty, being Betty, began to get suspicious and urged her friend Kevin Keller, Casey Cott, to catfish him and find out more about him, though Sheik became suspicious and Kevin called it off. In the end, Betty took a piece of used dental floss from Chick's bathroom bin and had that tested, though he found her leaving. As seen in the trailer, Sheik menacingly said to her, "Wasn't it better when it was just me, you and Mum?" He was later seen cutting Polly out of a family photo, suggesting he has sinister plans for the new mum. But he may not get a chance, as, in the episode's closing moments, Betty confronted him about the DNA results after finding out the truth: he's not who he says he is. Viewers also saw Archie cement his allegiance to the Lodges, and Hermione Lodge, Marisol Nichols, announced she was running for mayor. Riverdale is available to stream on Netflix.